One of the biggest obstacles to attaining better health is our thoughts. So we'll have a thought, hey, I want to eat that thing that I shouldn't eat. Hey, I want to sleep in instead of going for my workout. Hey, I'm going to skip meditation. Hey, I'm not going to do my stress work because I'm too busy. And all these thoughts feel like they're really hard to control, right? They just arrive and they're very, very insistent and they're attached to feelings and emotions, and it's really hard to resist them. So the longer I resist eating that candy bar, the stronger the thought can get in my mind. And it feels like we are being pulled along by our thoughts willy-nilly without the strength to resist them. So let's go backwards in time to when we were newborn babies. We didn't really have thoughts because our brains didn't really have the capacity for thought yet. We simply responded to sensations in our environment. We had sensations like cold, hot, sensations like sensory information, like sounds, the sound of a mother's heartbeat, or singing, or the sound of an alarm or a horn. We had sensations like wet and dry and itchy. And all of these sensations simply were. And they quickly gave us information about, do these sensations make us feel better or worse? And so they got encoded as emotions. So when we're cold, very cold, we could feel like we have to work harder to preserve our body temperature. That's extra effort the body doesn't want to do. It sends out a message, no good, get warm, find warmth. And when we're very hot, the body says, hey, we're going to implement the air conditioning system, very expensive, very energy dependent. We don't like this. Let's go somewhere where we can be cooler. And so our bodies learned to associate emotions that moved us to action with those sensations, with the things we were taking in with our senses. And so somewhere along the line, we associated pleasure with junky foods, with sitting around and not moving, because in the ancestral environment, those were all good things. So what do? Are we stuck with this pleasure trap of always being motivated towards and attracted by bad behaviors? Luckily, we can change our associations to sensations. So let me give you an example. You're going for a walk and you start feeling a little bit out of breath. And your body goes, oh, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. Because in the past, you've had experiences where being out of breath felt like you were low on oxygen, high in CO2, and you might suffocate. You might not be able to breathe and you die. And all that's being triggered by a walk, even though you're nowhere near in danger of death or suffocation or even hypoxia. So you can accept the pre-programming and stop walking at that moment, or try to power through for a few minutes, but eventually give up. Or in that moment, you can grab the sensation with your mind and give it a new meaning and say, this means I'm working hard towards my goals. This means I'm proud of myself. This means I'm willing to do something that most people aren't willing to do. This means I'm going to feel really good and sleep well tonight because I'm exerting myself. Whatever it is, associate that with a positive emotion. If you're feeling cold and you're out walking and you want to just go back in and snuggle up, you can say, this cold is joy in my body. You don't have to accept that cold equals distress. You can choose new meanings for the sensations that you know are going to help you get to your goals. Have a great day.